All right, y'all, so in this video, I'm gonna share with you 3 different ways that you can use seller financing in order to be able to purchase more assets for yourself. The first one is gonna be a little obvious, but there's 2 more that you can use in order to be able to create assets that will allow you to bring in cash flow every single month. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jamel Gibbs, your family-oriented entrepreneur. Welcome to another video. Listen, in today's video, I'm going to share 3 different ways that you can use creative finance in order to be able to purchase more assets for yourself. One of those assets that we're going to talk about today is real estate. This is my favorite way to use creative finance to build wealth for myself in order to be able to create more assets, more money-making opportunities for myself, increase my cash flow every single month. Now, normally when I talk about real estate, you've probably heard me say before, you got to focus on distress, right? And when I'm talking about distress, we're talking about physical distress and financial distress. The beautiful part about using creative finance when it comes to distress is you don't only have to focus on wholesaling types of opportunities where the house needs a tremendous amount of work. That's physical distress. You can also use it to buy pretty houses, houses that don't need any work. A lot of times those houses can be financially distressed. Either way, you're looking for some type of distress when it comes to real estate in order to be able to create these opportunities. Now, like anything else, it's a numbers game. You've heard me say this before over and over and over again. You're looking for opportunities, and those opportunities sometimes will take time in order to be able to find them. Ultimately, you have to remember that it's a numbers game. You got to talk to enough sellers. You have to look for opportunities, and as you look for these little opportunities that give evidence that the seller is in some type of distress, you present your offer. Seller financing can work with situations like this. So real estate is the obvious first way that you can use seller financing or creative finance in order to be able to acquire more assets. Again, you can use seller financing, you can use subject to, you can use lease options, you can use wraparound mortgages, all of these things that I talk about on my channel. But what are some other ways that you can use creative finance in order to be able to build your net worth, in order to be able to build your monthly cash flow, more assets for yourself? Let's talk about the next one. All right, so another way that you can use seller financing or creative finance in general is to purchase businesses. Just like with real estate, what you're looking for are distressing situations. Chances are, if you're looking for a business that's in distress, either the business is going to need some repair and it's not bringing in enough money. Think about it. If you go to a laundromat and a laundromat looks like it needs physical repair, then it's not going to bring in as much money as a laundromat that's brand new would. You look for physical distress and financial distress as well. If the business is not bringing in enough money, then that's going to cause some financial distress. So what you do is you look for these opportunities, you look for the sellers that have these opportunities. You look on sites like loopnet.com to find businesses for sale, and you look for opportunities that give evidence that this seller might be interested in some type of seller financing. And when you make your offer, make it contingent upon the seller accepting seller financing, taking payments over time in order to be able to sell their business. I'll give you an example. Recently, I made 2 offers on laundromats in Charlotte. And what I looked for when I was looking for the businesses, and I was looking through all of the details, I saw that the seller of the business, the laundromat, dropped their price $50,000 recently. So that told me that there was a certain level of distress there. That told me that they were desperate to sell this particular laundromat. So I made them an offer contingent upon seller financing. I did that with 2 different laundromats. And yeah, I'm waiting to hear back on the results. My offers weren't accepted yet, but just like with anything else, you make enough seller finance offers on houses, eventually somebody's gonna say yes, right? If I make 25 offers through seller financing on a house, one of those 25 are gonna say yes. Same thing with a business, right? If I make 25 offers on businesses, 100% seller financed, somebody's gonna say yes to it. So the objective is the same as if you were purchasing a property. If you're purchasing a house, You're looking for distressing situations, physical and financial distress. When you're making offers on businesses through seller financing, you're looking for distressing situations, physical, financial distress. Same exact concept. The same way you buy a house is the same way you can buy a business. Give you another example. Somebody that I know purchased a gas station using a lease option, another creative financing tool. Yes, he put down some money on the gas station and he made payments. He leased with an option to purchase this gas station. Over time, he exercised his option on the gas station, and now he took 100% control, 100% ownership of the gas station. But he used creative finance in order to do it. So when you open up your mind, think outside of real estate. You can acquire businesses the same way you can buy real estate and be able to acquire more assets to put in your portfolio. So use creative financing in order to fund laundromats and gas stations and car washes and other businesses that you want to get into as well. Very little money out of your pocket, maximize your profit potential, maximize your cash on cash return, and that's how you get money. There's another way though. Let's talk about it. All right, so another way that you can use creative financing is to purchase cars. Now, obviously cars can be liabilities, but you can use cars in order to become an asset, in order to make money as well. Now, when it comes to seller financing, let's say you find somebody on Facebook Marketplace or you find somebody on Craigslist and they want to sell their vehicle. It's been sitting up there for a little while. You can go to that person and offer to purchase their vehicle in the form of seller financing. There's other opportunities that you can use as well. You can take over lease payments. You can take over existing car payments, just like you would subject to on a house, right? Lease payments would be, you know, a lease option type of opportunity, except you're doing it on a car, right? So the whole point is you can use creative finance in order to purchase vehicles. Again, you're looking for distressing opportunities. In the case of a car, you're probably not gonna use a physically distressed car opportunity to be able to make this happen, but you're looking for financially distressing opportunities. A financially distressing opportunity, again, can be somebody who has a payment that they can't continue to make, and you can take over those payments. Or somebody that's looking to sell their car, maybe they don't have a payment on the car, but they're looking to sell a car because they need extra money. You can offer seller financing through that. All right, and the way you turn that into a profitable opportunity, you have sites like Turo, right? Sites like Turo allow you to list your car and you can rent the car and make money on a daily basis just by having your car listed. So in one case, what you're doing is you're purchasing a vehicle through a creative financing style opportunity with very little money out of pocket and without having to go to the bank to be able to get the financing. And on the flip side to that, what you're doing is you're listing the car on Turo and sites like that in order to create cash flow for yourself from your newly found asset. So you can use creative finance in order to purchase vehicles just like you would with a business, just like you would with a house or anything else that you can make money on. All right, everybody, so those are 3 ways that you can use creative finance in order to be able to purchase more assets for yourself. If you're looking for ways to build your net worth, if you're looking for ways to build your monthly cash flow, and you don't have a lot of money, use other people's assets, use other people's opportunities and negotiate with them to be able to get what you need while creating a win-win situation for both of y'all. You can literally create opportunities through seller finance, through taking over people's debt, through lease optioning different assets from people while not coming out of your pocket with a lot of money, without having to go to the bank, without having to qualify for stuff. You don't need all of that. Use other people's assets, other people's resources, and become a problem solver. And as long as you understand that you're solving people's problems, you can make a lot of money doing anything in life. You just have to learn how to think creatively, think outside the box, and really make sure that other people are winning as well. You can't be the one that's winning on every single thing. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about these 3 different opportunities using seller financing, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.